Good highs and hello. My name is Ty. Amber's the one behind the wheel.
Howdy.
And we're going to be playing some more Earth mode. She is going to be Heimerdinger, the Hazmat Heimerdinger specifically.
Why I bought Heimerdinger.
Pretty much. We got a spooky gangplank on our side, so ghosts be with you. On their side, they've got a gangplank Jinx, Ezreal, Lee Sin, and Rise. That means you're going to be getting a lot of bullshit coming your way. I'm going to say that just now. You're going to have two separate people who are shooting anything from anywhere and could possibly hit you on the lane at any given time.
Yep, Jinx is Love Rocket, and then Ez is freaking Halo.
I always called that a banana, but everyone's like, oh man, Soraka's shooting the bananas, so I guess I'm wrong. It's not a banana. Soraka, banana lady. That's why she's got the banana hat.
Yeah, she's not shooting bananas. She's wearing like a flamingo outfit. That's why I got this.
The reason she has that outfit is because everyone's like she shoots bananas.
Well, those are her crescent moons.
Exactly. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what they are. It's just everybody's like, oh, bananas. A lot of them bananas. Let's see, we've got some Skull Ripper, the Inceptor. I'm not really sure what that means. Pot Mix Groggins. I like that one.
I like Fiery Deathy's name.
Fiery Deathy. It makes it sound just a little bit less serious than Fiery Death. War God Ethos. I didn't even know you could actually have a space in yours, to be honest with you. Mine's just one word.
Pot Mix Groggins.
I mentioned that one.
Oh, did you?
I sure did.
Skull Ripper, the Inceptor.
I'm not sure what's up with that, but that's fine. I'll accept it.
I'll allow it.
MLP Admiral. So this is a loading screen.
Welcome to loading screen.
Mm-hmm. This is what we do between games. We load.
All the time.
All the time.
All the loadies. There. That way it'll pick us up. Oh. Who's that?
Now it's not going to pick me up at all. You're a big baby.
I'm not a big baby, you're a big baby.
Anyhow, so the match has actually started. We got our Heimerdinger here. I'm grabbing some warding totem. And they went with, I believe it was the ability to drop a turret. That's the word. To drop a turret first. Yeah?
Did I call bottom?
Yes you did.
Okay, that's good. I'll do that then.
I'm not sure what that even means, but I'll go with it. So, looks like we're gonna have Gangplank hanging out with us down at the bottom. Well, so that's kind of nice. At least two skinned people on the bottom. And, let's see, LeBlanc taking the middle against their Gangplank. And it looks like Karma up top. I did not see who against, though. They were only on screen for a moment. It looks like a Jinx. But there are still two people missing. One on our side, one on their side. Actually, three missing. Because there's supposed to be two on the bottom. Either how. There are people missing. That's numbers. It's quite tame in the beginning. It's rather unusual. Though it looks like middle and top are having a little bit of fun, pushing one another back, and or forth. Oh man, minions! What are you gonna do?
Get shot by tiny little piggies. Computer something's about to take off.
Dude, it may go off into space. Already, Karma is going back, and Vayne is headed down to the bottom.
Yeah, so I think, whoops.
Vayne is going down bottom. Though, okay, yeah, they're actually turning around and going back up top. You've got Lee Sin down bottom, but I did not see who else.
Well, I don't know, but my other person left.
Oh, Gangplank went up top, too. So
yeah.
Lee Sin and, what is his name? Ezreal, there we go. Why am I doing so bad with names tonight?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of concerned now.
Either way, we get immediately pushed back to our turret.
I'm alone, and I don't have QQs. I just have this.
Well, you may have Gangplank joining you once again.
Yeah, he was trying to circumnavigate the fact that Vayne came down bot, which was a smart move. But then Vane actually took his advice and left like he was supposed to.
Yeah, Vane actually saw the message and paid attention and was doing it. So that's the thing. Looks like Vane took out Rise up top as well, but we are just getting pummeled down bottom here.
Working on it.
There we go. Gangplank comes down bottom for some assistance.
Woo.
And some odd politeness from Vane, apologizing for a kill steal, which may or may not have been a thing. Gangplank takes out Lee Sin. Vane takes out Jinx, who then gets taken out by Rise. Now it's Ezreal all alone, and my, how the tables have turned. We got, sorry, had to take a drink. We got Karma up top doing a 2-on-1 dance against Jinx, and Rise. Vane is on the way. In the middle, we've got LeBlanc facing off against our wonderful little Gangplank on the other side. They are... Unfortunately, I can't really see it, but hey.
Sorry, I can't.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's an interesting matchup down bottom. It's a big match of poke, all the things.
We're all poking each other.
Yeah, everyone's getting poked. It's like Facebook, but worse. So people actually die.
Hopefully not us.
Yeah. Heimerdinger's keeping those turrets going, and of course, as is everyone's way, those turrets are getting dropped down pretty quick. Yeah, he did. Now, you got both Lee Sin and Ezreal fairly low at this point, but they targeted Heimerdinger.
It was my bad. It's because I'm annoying, so I knew they'd target me and I let myself get 2 out front.
That's fair. And then Gangplank jumps in to try and take out Lee Sin. Lee Sin dies. I like it. I've never actually seen that. Apparently when you die in Earth mode, Earth pops up.
Really?
Yeah. Unless that was just like a Earth-specific skin or something, which it didn't look like, but hey. Gangplank holding his own on the bottom there, took out Lee Sin, and it looks like they received a replacement, unless I just can't see pictures well. LeBlanc goes down to the enemy Gangplank. Ezreal down bottom. Looks like... No, I guess Lee Sin just came back. Yep, he sure did. He revived quickly. Ezreal and Heimerdinger are just exchanging blows at this point, and hopefully Vane is just having some connection issues, and they should be back shortly. Yeah, they were apparently having some lag issues, given the chat box.
I'm just so squishy.
Looks like Gangplank picked up a static shiv as he is bouncing some static between he and... Wow, he does need help. He did take Ezreal and Lee Sin down fairly low, so the enemy combatants are taking a pretty decent beating at this point. Oh man. Lee Sin getting away by the skin of his teeth. Never mind, he dies due to bleeding, I assume.
Nicely done, Gangplank. If you're watching Gangplank, you rock. I enjoy you.
And now they're beating on the enemy turret while hoping that their minions can, die enough for them. Which sounds way more dicky than it is, I promise. Oh wow. Lee Sin comes back and is immediately halved. And Ezreal comes back and he starts taking a pretty decent beating. They are just hammering the bottom right now. Heimerdinger, if Heimerdinger is not more careful, they are going to end up getting killed. Except Gangplank takes out Ezreal in an attempt to save. Wow. Gangplank walks away with a double kill, then gets shut down by the turret immediately after. So Heimerdinger, after walking away from that terrible scrape, goes back to heal and then jumps back in order to get some actual helping going. Jinx takes out 2 at once, taking the 3rd with up top. No problems for that, I suppose. Oh.
I keep trying to dodge it, but oh shit.
Hey, by the way, you're alone.
I am alone. Oh my god, run away!
Oh man, Gangplank comes and they immediately run. That is just a thing to look at, rather. Heimerdinger throws a turret up there. Lee Sin takes out Gangplank just as Gangplank takes out Ezreal. And Heimerdinger is eating those giant boulders. Well, rather eating cannon shot. And then Heimerdinger's turret takes the last of Lee Sin. It is a interesting match, to say the least. Now, I did see at that point the turret did go down. So right now, bottom does have the advantage, whereas top on the other side does have the advantage. As you can see, Vayne is having some problems with both their cap slot key and their connection, apparently, as they are having some serious lag issues. LeBlanc is trying to go and help the top. Vayne is on the top, and it looks like Karma is going up top too. Gangplank on bottom, involved in a 2-on-1. However, he does not make the loop.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, he is down. Rise is cleaning house on the opposite side, and then he gets taken out by Karma. And all is quiet down on the bottom lane.
I dropped a couple of turrets and I'm going to pop.
You know, if you're not close enough to them, they don't.
Oh.
They turn off.
Really?
You are their power source.
Oh, shit, I didn't realize.
Now, Jinx is tearing up the top. Lee Sin is completely alone down bottom. And looks like there are now 3 champions up top trying to fix the damage that has been done. However,
wow.
Rise, just cleaning the house, takes out Heimerdinger, and then Jinx takes out Gangplank in what was a very quick 3-on-3. I don't think that was molestation. I believe you may be able to call that one full-on rape.
I don't want to be offensive.
Well, too late now because your commentator just did that.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So Blue on bottom loses their turret, losing the advantage down bottom. Looks like it was Ezreal and Lee Sin both. Gangplank goes back to top, trying to stop the Jinx from retreating. And shuts her down entirely, takes her out. Rise chases Karma back into the base, and then is met by Gangplank. However, Gangplank dies, but takes out Rise on the way. So that works. All is well in the world. And we got Heimerdinger cleaning up the minions down bottom, but we have not seen Lee Sin or Ezreal in quite some time.
I'm just going to maintain.
Looks like everyone's just kind of searching the jungle. Maybe there's a lost person they're going to find. Lee Sin's just hanging out, staring at the wall. And your Mega Death turret is now down. And you are down. Ezreal comes up from behind with the boo scare, and you're dead. So, Gangplank's up top. Not Karma, why am I doing that? LeBlanc is all over the middle, looks like alone. Karma has actually joined Gangplank, going against Rise at this point. In a 2-on-1, so we'll definitely need to keep an eye on that. It looks like LeBlanc has found Lee Sin, and it looked like Gangplank down bottom too. Yeah, there we go. Or on the middle, rather. Someone got an enemy turret taken out. Looks like may have been Winions in the middle there. Heimerdinger jumps to the top to do some helping, and immediately gets taken down by a quarter. Gangplank on the blue side gets taken out by the enemy Rise. And Karma looks to be holding her own in the middle. However, there was an enemy champion on the bottom, but I did not see who it was. Oh, it looks like Ezreal. They are now pushing on the enemy turret, or rather on the blue team's turret. So we'll need to keep an eye on that so that they don't lose any more ground than they already have. Ooh, Ryze comes up, takes out both Vayne and Heimerdinger at the exact same time. And the top loses their base turret. Jinx takes out that base turret, and then takes out Karma. I don't know.
Elemental?
I don't know. Gangplank goes down. Jinx takes out that inhibitor, so they're going to have some super mutants. God, been playing too much Fallout. Too many super minions coming in, so that'll start getting a little bit hairy here soon, especially if they're going to start taking out those Nexus turrets. Now, hopefully, they can turn this one around and get some good defense going. Otherwise, this match is not going to last too long. Ryze gets taken out by Heimerdinger, but is also taken out... Oh, I'm sorry. Ryze takes out Heimerdinger, but is also taken out by Heimerdinger, if that makes any sort of sense. So, they're pulling a defense together, and they ran off Jinx. That would be Gangplank and Karma, but Jinx, for the moment, seems to be eluding them.
I'm trying to buy something and I make it scroll, sorry.
You're good. Ezreal is down on bottom, fighting off minions, trying to gain some ground to push on the actual base turret, but will we see that happen?
Nope.
We got a flood of minions coming, and that super turret, which is just tearing those minions up. And then a rush of blue minions coming through. Jinx is slain by our side's Gangplank. And then Ezreal comes up from the bush and is quickly hit with one of those green goofy stun grenades. Them super turrets are interesting, that's for sure. Karma gets taken out by the enemy Ryze, but that's okay. Never mind. I take that back, because he takes out Gangplank right afterward. Ezreal seems to be ran off by Heimerdinger, or at least pushed back for the moment. But his never-ending ultimate just seems to be doing a lot of damage against Heimerdinger at this point. Karma gets a double kill, taking out Lee Sin for the moment. But Ryze is all over the top of base, along with Jinx doing some really nasty damage to that turret. Gotta get them off the base turret, or it's just not gonna work. Ryze is just all over the place inside the base. It's almost as if you cannot stop him at this point. Oh, but he's getting torn up by that actual base turret. The credit for the kill going to Heimerdinger. Now, their entire team thus far is MIA. 3 of the blue side is down for the moment. So we will see what happens. Karma comes back up, and she starts going towards the mid. Looks like blue side is going to be starting to push on the middle so that we can get some actual progress going, gaining some ground back. Lee Sin comes to meet them in the middle along with Ezreal, and they are immediately engaged by LeBlanc, who then takes out Ezreal. Relatively quickly, I might add. And then Karma is on the hunt for Lee Sin, and he is joined by Jinx to get some actual pain going. And Jinx takes out LeBlanc, and then starts to chase on Karma, who is currently running through the jungle. She makes it back to a turret and gets kicked in the face by Lee Sin. Ever hear the term boot to the head? I sure have. Oh, there it goes. Double kill for Heimerdinger. Takes out Jinx and Lee Sin shortly after their own death. Heimerdinger advising that there are some minions up top getting a little out of control, but it looks to be contained mostly by a flood of their own blue minions.
Nope, we just lost.
Never mind. Their base turret goes down. Well, actually, I believe that base turret's been down, but either way.
No, it just exploded. I watched it.
Oh, well, okay. They lose a top turret, top base turret, rather, and they've got Ezreal along with someone else who stacked its Rise on the middle. Ezreal takes out LeBlanc. You've already got Leandries.
Oh, damn it. No wonder.
Now, the inhibitor should be coming back here in the next probably minute. Offhand, I don't remember what the actual timer is. I believe it's 30 seconds. It has actually respawned at this point, and you're on a... Well, Heimerdinger's now on a killing spree, taking out Jinx with her super turret. Or should I say his?
I died.
You are on a killing spree.
Oh, I died.
You took the 2 out after you were dead,
Oh,
so it still counts for this life. Either how, Heimerdinger trying to get some momentum swinging in their favor, trying to get some pushing going, but taking a lot of damage in the process. Rise is proving to be just a bit too much. Yep, Rise collecting a quadra kill. And then Lee Sin takes out the furthest base turret, on bottom this time, opening up that inhibitor to be attacked at any given moment. Then Lee Sin takes out that middle turret, and they are met, Rise and Lee Sin are met by Gangplank, who then falls back, because that is just a lot to take. Looks like the middle inhibitor is now down on the blue side, and this is just a game of how long can we hold out.
Basically what all the games are declining lately.
It does seem to be that way. Looks like 2 inhibitors are down. The third inhibitor is probably being hammered at the moment, and it is just not looking good. I mean, it is just a fight of survival at this point. I keep almost saying it's anybody's game, but it is really, really not.
No, it's really not. This is just, we're waiting to see who...
LeBlanc gets taken out by Jinx. It's basically just kill farming at this point. Jinx is just pushing on the base, and there's a request to surrender, however, as everyone knows,
Amber does not surrender.
we do not surrender. So, Heimerdinger gets taken out by Ezreal, who actually took out Jinx just before death. So, at the very least, you can say everyone's kind of pulling their own weight. It looks like Lee Sin is off beating the ever-living hell out of that inhibitor, while the Winions are pushing on the turret. That is generally what Winions do. That is absolutely correct. Karma gets taken out by Ezreal, and Rise is currently tanking the turret. For whatever reason, he decided to go tanky. However, it's not like it went poorly. It seems to be working. Ezreal fires off his ultimate, going to infinity and beyond, and it seems to have done quite a bit of damage. They are just getting destroyed at this point. And this could be it, folks. This could definitely be the end of the game. As always, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Good fight. Good night.
Bye, all. Thank you for staying for the carnage.